What's going on, guys? Ryan Rotolo here at the Crypto Fiend Studios, bringing you guys the hottest, the latest, and everything crypto-related news. Today, I have another interview for you guys. I had the opportunity to sit down with the founder and CTO of Enjin, Witek Radomski. In this interview, we discuss everything revolving around Enjin Coin and what we could be seeing in the future. So I hope you guys enjoy this interview, and I will catch you in the next. We are currently here with the founder and the CTO of Enjin Coin, Witek Radomski. How are you doing today, Witek?
I'm doing good, thanks.
Good. I'm glad for you to come on here to talk to all of us about Enjin Coin, give us a little more insight of what's going on with the project. Now, before we get into Enjin Coin, could you give us a little more information about yourself, your current position in Enjin Coin, and how you got into gaming?
Yeah, sure. So I'm the CTO and co-founder of Enjin. I've been working on this for about 9 years. Started Enjin way back in 2009, and we wanted to make a platform for gamers to build their own communities and build their forums and have all the tools they needed to just have like Legos to build their guilds and clans and things like that. So we've been working on that for a long time. We got into Minecraft and virtual item sales and stuff like that. And last year we started building Enjin Coin, and so that's what I've been doing for the last little bit.
Okay, now tell us a little bit about Enjin, because I don't think a lot of people know that Enjin is already a platform gamers are using, and now you're adding your own cryptocurrency.
Yeah, Enjin. So we've been around for like 9 years now. We just had our ninth birthday a couple days ago, and we have about 19 million registered users, hundreds of thousands of gaming communities. All sorts of games use their platform just to build their community. They have their forums, they have social walls. They have like 100 different modules they can put on their website to build all the tools and integrate with their games.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been doing that, and it's been very successful over the last 9 years, and now we're getting into a different sphere, which is building a game asset platform for gamers.
Okay, so now how are you implementing your own cryptocurrency and blockchain technology?
So Enjin Coin is an Ethereum-based token, and you use it to create gaming items. So we want game developers to, when they make new games, to build um, their items on the Enjin Coin platform. So when you have things like a sword or a gun or a rare item that drops from a monster, or if you buy items in games, um, or skins or anything like that, we want to have the tools to be able to make those cryptocurrency items. So when you receive those items, they'll go into your wallet, and you'll also see them inside the game at the same time.
Okay, now does the coin have any other features other than just creating items for it?
So yeah, it's mainly for creating virtual assets, but you can use these virtual assets in many ways. So you can use them inside a game to have your weapon or your armor or your rare card or whatever it is. But you can also use it on a forum or website to get access to areas of the website. You can use it to show things off, show your items off online. And there's a lot of features built into it, like secure escrow trades, building like backpack bundles of items, and crafting and all sorts of things like that.
Okay, now are there going to be like exchanges for these items? Can players sell the items, or are they stuck with them?
Yeah, so the player has a lot of power, and we're building the tools, the SDKs, for people to build their own kind of exchanges. So you can build your own like item marketplace for your game and have that either on your website or inside the game. And gamers can put up a price for whatever rare items or things they want to sell, and they can trade with people really securely.
Okay.
And gamers also have, so the thing about Enjin Coin is that each item has some reserve value inside of it of the actual Enjin Coin. So if you have a sword, it might have 5 Enjin Coin in it, or a gun might have a certain amount of Enjin Coin. So gamers always have the power to melt that item back into Enjin Coin, that gives the whole ecosystem this sort of common token that you can go back to. So if your game has any problems or something happens, you can always melt those items back into Enjin coin.
Okay, so you're not potentially losing your items if the game disappears or anything like that. That's really
Exactly.
cool. Definitely protects the players a little bit. Now, on the security side of things, how are players going to be protected from if their account gets hacked? Because I know that's common. My accounts have gotten hacked when I used to play like RuneScape and stuff. So how are you guys dealing with that side of things?
The way this works is that your gaming items are stored in your cryptocurrency wallet. So if you keep your cryptocurrency private keys and seed phrase secure, that means it doesn't matter if someone hacks your game account, they won't be able to get your items, they won't be able to access them. So the wallet is your security for that. What we take security really seriously, so we actually built the Enjin wallet, which is, we think, the most secure cryptocurrency wallet in the world. We looked at all the wallets on the marketplace in the app stores, and we were actually able to get access to the unencrypted the private key files. So we did things a bit differently. We used dual encryption, hardware and software encryption. We use a lot of techniques like flushing things out of memory. We built a secure keyboard. We protect against like any rogue apps taking screenshots, and a lot of things we build in there to make it the most secure wallet available. So if you use the Enjin wallet, you have your seed phrase securely backed up somewhere. We don't see any way that someone could access your tokens or items.
Yeah, I definitely think that's a big deal. First off, you guys do have 19 million people potentially backing up this cryptocurrency, and we all know that the majority of hackers are in the gaming community a little bit. So that's
Yeah.
awesome to see that you guys are really focusing on that, because that is a big deal, because it's Engine coin is potentially money. So what about the like developer and gaming, the owners of the game side of things? Like, do they get any incentives from using Engine coin on their platform?
Yeah. So firstly, I mean, this is a real new space, and game developers who want to sort of have that aspect of using cryptocurrency or using the blockchain in their games, giving people these items that are like these new type of items in the games that they can actually own. I think that's going to be a draw for a lot of new people coming in to new games. But another thing that we built into the system is that if a game developer wants to, for example, take a fee from people trading items, you have the tools to build that. You can literally prevent direct trades and make trades go through your marketplace, and that marketplace will then require a fee to be charged. So you could say every trade that happens, I charge a little bit of whatever coin or token that you want.
Now, what about inflation of items? Can people like mass produce an item, 100 of whatever, or is it each item is it's one of a kind?
So you can build fixed supply items, which is sort of like cryptocurrencies. Let's say Bitcoin will only have 21 million Bitcoins. You can do that with Engine coin items too. You can say there will only be 100 of these sort of rare cards in existence, or there will only be 1,000 of this armor set in existence. So you can build fixed supplies like that, and then people will see that when they get the item, and they'll be like, okay, this is absolutely rare, and there's no way this could be like expanded. But you can also build into your game ways of expanding the supply if you need that. But everybody knows that up front. So if you want to say have a production line of like every year there's going to be 100 more of these swords or 1,000 more of these magic items or something, you can build that into the token data. So you can decide how your items are growing or if they're fixed supply, and everybody knows that. The gamers know that, you know that, so it's all upfront.
Are there any like age limits, or because the majority of gamers like in Minecraft and stuff, they're young. So how can they get involved in the cryptocurrency side of things? So they have to use a parent, or can they just jump into it?
So, the things that we can control, like our web side things, our gateways, we can enforce these kind of age restrictions there. But I mean, cryptocurrencies don't really have these kind of barriers because they're free for all. Cryptocurrency is just there out there. Anybody can use it. So we can't really enforce that on the cryptocurrency side. But on the game developers side, they can build their own controls in. We can build our own controls in on the web platforms. So that's
Okay. Now, are there any like other features for Enjin Coin other than just creating items for it?
you can build a lot of things on Engine Coin. So the firstly, you can build the items that show up in games, but you can also use these tokens as permissions tokens. So we have a huge forum system and community system. You could build things like permissions to get into different forums when you get these tokens. You can use them for like, subscription payments. You can build your own currencies using them. So anything that can be tokenized, you can build using these tools.
Okay. Now, you guys definitely have the mass adoption on your side. You have 19 million users on your platform. That's incredible. So I don't really think you guys will have a problem at all when you do get this out there to the people. Now, what's unique about your team that gives you guys an advantage compared to, other competitors like Steam and etc.?
Well, our team has been in this space for a long time. We've been building websites for like 9 years, and actually more than that. We were building all sorts of gamer clan sites and things before Enjin even. So we've been in this for a long time. We've had all the challenges, and we've built a successful company and platform. But I think most importantly, our team, all of us really understand the importance of this trustless philosophy that, ever since Bitcoin was first envisioned by Satoshi Nakamoto, it was about giving people power to own their own philosophy, their own, on one hand, it's a currency, but on another hand, it's like a political philosophy that everybody can vote and get their like vote in by owning these tokens.
Mm-hmm.
So we believe in this sort of trustless philosophy where everybody has power and everybody can have that full ownership of anything that they own. So our whole team believes in this, and we believe that it's really important for gaming to have this because for a long time gaming has always been centralized. You have centralized game servers. Any items you have are always owned by the game developer.
Yeah,
They can
yeah.
ban you. You lose everything, and you're just you're screwed. So our whole team believes in this philosophy really strongly, and I think that gives us a huge advantage.
Yeah, and those are definitely the projects that are going to succeed on the blockchain, are the ones that are focused on the change, what is going to benefit the world. So I really like that about you guys, that you're focused on that and not on the dollar signs. So 2018 is going to go by very fast. So could you tell us a little bit about your roadmap, what we could be seeing, and what's your like big goal for 2018 for Enjin?
Yeah, so we've been working nonstop right now to get everything ready for Game Developers Conference, which is in March, in March 18th to, or is it the 20th to the 23rd, somewhere in there. So we're going to Game Developers Conference in San Francisco. We've built a little dungeon crawler Diablo style game, which is pretty cool. And people at the conference will be able to go and try that out, and they'll be able to see those items pop into the wallet and all that stuff.
Quick question.
So,
Quick question.
mhm.
Are you guys gonna be like the only blockchain-based company there?
Well, when we first announced GDC, we were actually the only company, the only blockchain project there. We've heard a few others are going to be there now, but we definitely have the biggest presence. We have
Yeah,
a
yeah.
humongous booth. We're like right in the middle of the action by Intel and Epic Games and Facebook and Google and all that stuff. We're right on the main hall.
That's
We have like
awesome.
a 1,200 square foot massive booth. We have these humongous like 12-foot engine signs, and like it's gonna be pretty impressive. We have like a crazy huge dynamic video wall that's gonna have all this crazy like 12 foot of video. like crazy screen, and it's gonna be really cool. So we have this huge presence, and our main goal there is just gonna be to educate game developers, to make some partnerships, to get this into games. We can't wait for it.
That's awesome. So what's your guys' end result in the gaming market? What do you want at the very end of everything? What do you want to have achieved?
Well, we want gamers to be able to use, like, to have ownership over their items. And to be honest, my real goal is I want new kinds of gameplay to happen in games. I want to influence gaming so that new kinds of games are created using cryptocurrency, using all these new technologies like augmented reality, virtual reality, cryptocurrencies. And then you can actually build full virtual simulated worlds and universes, which is gonna be crazy. Like that's what everybody's wanted as gamers since like ages ago. So
I just thought of a really interesting question. So you said earlier that each item has its like own specific amount of engine coins in it. What about the volatility side of things? So if the coin goes up in value, does that mean that item's worth more then?
well, okay, yeah. The thing is, the gaming items will have a bit of engine coin in them, and sure, game developers can pump in like a ton of engine coin in an item, but we think that it'll just be a fraction of the item value, and most of the item value will come from its intrinsic use in the game. So
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna get that sword not because like you can think of the engine coin inside of it as the steel used to make the sword. You're not going to get that sword because it's made of steel. You're going to get it because it's a sword that you can use to kill things with.
Mm-hmm.
So I think most of the value is going to be there. But of course, if engine coins price changes, that the early items that were created with more engine coin in the early days will probably be worth more.
So potentially holding items in your games, you can get rich off of it. That's awesome. That's
I
awesome.
mean,
Well,
the thing is, we're going to make it, it's going to be easier for game developers to use it. It's not like the value will increase. And we have a formula where basically when gamers, sorry, when game developers use this token, and the price will be X over time. In a few years, it'll take less engine coin to build your gaming items with. So
gotcha.
if you make items in 2018, you might put one engine coin inside each sword, for example. If you make items in the year 2025, you might be putting a fraction of an engine coin inside of an item.
Gotcha. Well, those are all the questions I have for you today. Is there anything you want to tell all of us so we can get a little more information on Engine if we are considering looking further into it?
Yeah, so I mean, you can look at our website, enginecoin.io. It's ENJINCOIN.io. And you can find our white paper there. We talk about what we want to achieve, what the coin does, what the platform does. I think the best way to check out some of our current release tech is if you're on Android, get the Engine wallet. It's on the Play Store, and you can just put Ethereum, any ERC20 tokens, Bitcoin, and Litecoin in that wallet.
Really?
It's really secure. I think it's the easiest wallet to use. And we're going to have it on iOS soon as well. And yeah, just check out our community. Our Telegram's really active, and we love talking about gaming and all sorts of stuff.
Does the Engine wallet have a desktop version, or is it just for phones?
We're starting with phones. It's for Android. Now we're releasing iOS very soon, and then we're going to work on a desktop version that will actually integrate with games. So when you play games, it'll hook into the game, and you'll see that stuff pop up inside the game, your different wallet notifications. So right now, we're going to start with mobile, and then we're going to move into desktop.
That's awesome. Well, I greatly appreciate your time coming out, speaking to us, getting a little more information about Engine. I hope you have a lovely evening.
Hey,
All
thanks
right.
for having me on.
No problem. Bye bye.